last one is Amendment V. The last one is Rick Weiland's other big proposal from takeitback.org. Amendment V is the Open Nonpartisan Elections Bill, the Open Nonpartisan Primary Bill. And I know, I've talked to Democrats here and abroad in our fair state, and I know there's a lot of disagreement about this bill. Some people say, no, the primary system's good as is. We should have a separate Republican primary and a Democratic primary. It's good for us, it's good for everybody. Other people like this bill. I'm looking at Amendment V, and on the whole, I'm saying, I think I'm okay with it. But here's why. Nuts and bolts. Amendment V changes our primary system. Every candidate, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Libertarian, every candidate goes on the same ballot in June. They don't have party labels. It's just, here are the people running for office. Every voter gets to vote in June on the same ballot. We don't have a separate ballot for Republicans and Democrats. We don't say, well, independents, Democrats let you vote for them, but you can't vote in the Republican primary. Everybody gets to vote in the primary. Top 2 vote getters in the primary, they go to the general election ballot. Or if you're doing like state house where there's 2 seats open, the top 4 go on. If it's a county commission race and there's 3 seats, the top 6 go on. You know, that kind of thing. But basically, the general election becomes a runoff from the primary. Everybody gets to participate in the primary. Now, and we keep the party labels off the ballot. That's the gist of Amendment V. There's good and bad on that, and I've heard arguments both ways, and I'm open to them. Where I come down is this. If I take my party hat off, and I just look at my general principle of I want more people to participate. I want more people to be able to vote. I want more people to get on the ballot. I want more chances for people to get in the action of democracy. An open primary where everybody gets to vote on the same ballot invites more people into the process. And I know, like in District 1, you know, where mostly only Democrats run. Sometimes only Democrats are on the ballot, and that means when they have their primary, that decides who their state senator is, and the Republicans don't get to vote. I take my partisan hat off, and I say, deep down, that's kind of unfair. Just like in Rapid City, pretty much only Republicans run out there, and so when they have 3 Republicans running for a Senate seat and no Democrats, only the Republicans get to vote. That one Republican gets picked, and that's their senator, and the Democrats and the Independents don't get to vote. I think that's unfair. Even back in Lake County, when Elisa and I were there, sometimes we'd have elections for sheriff, and only 2 Republicans had run for sheriff. Now, I've managed to stay out of trouble with the law in Lake County, so I never had interaction with law enforcement, but I'd still like to be able to pick my sheriff. As a registered Democrat, when only 2 Republicans ran for sheriff, I wasn't able to vote for who should be our sheriff. I didn't think that was fair. Amendment V makes sure that every registered voter can participate in electing every office for which there's a contest, regardless of which party they're in. From that perspective, I'm willing to vote yes on it. If there are harms to not having a separate Democratic primary, well, heck, I'll just work harder as a Democrat to help us win by other means. I think an open primary is an okay deal.